In this clip, my viewer emerges unsafely onto the roundabout. It's unsure which direction the Mercedes was coming from, but does this really matter?
You're in the outside f***ing lane! Why would you turn here in the outside f***ing lane?
Hi everyone, I'm covering a little subject today that I think is quite important, and it's how people emerge out onto roundabouts. Some people think that when I'm coming up here to this roundabout in the left lane, some people think that I can emerge out onto this roundabout if my lane's clear and someone's coming round the inside. And that's balmy. To explain this and this problem, I need to first of all help people understand that when there's a roundabout coming up and there's two lanes on the approach, both of these lanes can go ahead. So I could do this turn that I'm making, and I'm going second exit. I could do this from either lane. So this left lane is the furthest I can go to, is going to this junction. I couldn't go any further round in that left lane. And if you are going further round, that's why you need to do it in the right, and that's why it's a right turn. So we get that both of these lanes can go ahead, unless road markings tell us something different. So what do we do when we do a right turn? Well, pretty obviously, we use lane 2 in a situation like this. Now, it's what we do with this right turn that really goes back to my earlier point, the point that I'm trying to sort out on this video. Let's have a look to see what I do when I do a right turn. So we start off in lane 2, and then when I go onto the roundabout, I go into lane 2, I stay around the inside. Yeah, that's common knowledge, pretty good there. But when I leave, because these vehicles on my left side should not be coming further round, at this point I can check, signal and slide over. And it's the lack of ability to understand that which causes people to actually emerge out when people could be doing exactly what I've just done there. Let's have a look at these few clips that show the problems with this.
In this one, we're watching the red Vauxhall Corsa that emerges from that road over there on the left, and the light blue Audi that comes from the right hand side. Neither do it correctly. The Audi should have held back and tucked it in behind the red Corsa, but the Corsa shouldn't have gone in the first place.
There are a percentage of people who literally don't know this, but there are also a percentage of people who don't care and just bully the way out anyway.
This is obviously my own clip teaching Ryan, and we have a big lorry that pulls out in front of us.
Accelerate. Yes, good, perfect time for it. Good, got that really well, mate. So we're taking the third exit, we're passing the first, and we're coming up to the second. So as our road splits, we don't want to go that way, we want to keep here. Just hold back of the lorry, hold back of the lorry, hold back of the lorry. But you shouldn't have steered right, you should have kept going past. Oh, there, just stay put now. So you should have held back, because we need to be turning left.
I think the vehicle in front emerges because they see the car coming round the inside, and they shouldn't have gone. That could have easily ended up another collision like the Audi and the Corsa before.
So where does this come from? Well, I think the rules are a little bit different in certain countries and certain parts of Europe. I also think sometimes people think when they're emerging onto the roundabout that my lane's free, and they don't have that perception that people from the inside could be sliding off and coming off at the next junction. I also think certain layouts of certain other roundabouts may also be to blame. We've all been on roundabouts where there's a left lane that literally just cuts the roundabout off and just flows down the side. That could also be in people's mindset that they can do that at other roundabouts, but it's not the case.
I do think this one's a little different though. I just don't think they cared. They were going anyway.
So what do I teach my students to do? Well, I teach them to give way to both lanes, and it's really important that you do. So if I'm heading to this second exit, I couldn't go if someone was coming around the inside. It's got to be clear in all directions. People often do the same, emerging onto dual carriageways like we've got here. They'll head into the left lane with vehicles still in the right, and that's dodgy as well because these vehicles on the right lane could be moving back. Again, I advise to do the same thing. Wait till the whole road's clear before you emerge. It's quite important. So to summarise, the road with the priority when you're approaching a roundabout is the roundabout itself. So make sure you do give way to all of the traffic who could be coming on this right hand side. We're clear, that's okay, but if anyone was coming around that inside, I've got to make sure that I hold back and wait for them to pass, and I should tuck it in behind them. I hope that helps. Keep safe. Let me know what you would have done previously in the comments. See you soon.